It is time for another daily YouTube live stream. I'm Zach. Welcome back. Let's play some games. Today we are playing City Skylines. We are back in my autumn-themed city in New England. Welcome everybody to the Saturday morning stream. I hope you had a great week. I hope you're having a great weekend. Let us have some fun and play some games. Let me hop in here. Yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff today. Specifically, we're going to be building the Capitol. This is something that I've been talking about doing for a really long time. We're going to finally tackle it today. I've honestly been very nervous about this. That's why I've been putting it off. Like, we talked about this like a week ago. I've been putting it off for a week because I've been so nervous about screwing up this build. But I thought, this is a perfect thing to do on a Saturday morning. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be laid back, build some cities, build a new district, and do a lot of stuff. V5 is in chat. Hey, man. Saying hi. Stuck on base. It's a long walk from town, and I don't have a vehicle here. Oof. Sorry to hear that. Sounds like you're stuck. Well, hopefully you can have some fun, watching the stream this morning. Okay. Where do we start? Oh, by the way, my shoulder is starting to feel a little bit better, which is really great. I've also decided to stop complaining about it because I realized I think I'm actually pretty lucky. It could have been so much worse. I could have thrown out my back, which has happened before in the past, and that's so much worse because with the shoulder, I still have a shoulder that works fine. So I can still, manage throughout my day. If you throw out your back, it sucks. It's like, you're like you can't even sit up. You can't even walk around. So you're kind of just laying in your bed all the time until you recover. So I was just thinking about this all last night. I was like, you know what? I'm actually pretty lucky. Yeah, so I can't fully use my arm yet. But you know what? At least I didn't throw out my back because I can still walk around and function. I can still stream. I can still do stuff. I was playing also. I was kind of bored last night. So I was playing my video game Spiritfarer. I've streamed this a couple of times. I can play that video game with one hand. I don't even have to use, sometimes you have to use your other mouse. Your other mouse hand, but I could do the whole thing with one hand. It was great. So yeah, I'm just figuring out things I can do, and it's been good. I've entered this new phase of my healing though. I want to sleep all the time. Is that normal? I'm like all of a sudden I'm just sleepy all the time. I just want to sleep. It's very strange. V5 says, might not be able to watch with my cell phone internet. It's getting choppy. Hopefully it gets better. Oof. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, cell phone internet is sometimes very sketchy. Let's talk about the new neighborhood. I posted screenshots of this on Discord last night. And doesn't this look cool? I love this. I love how this turned out. It's so sweet. And I went through, because we made, all the buildings were disappearing last night, right? So I went through and I made these all historical. So nothing is going to change from here and no buildings are going to disappear. And it looks like I haven't had any issues since then. But I also figured out what the problem was. So buildings that are Rico buildings, so you'll notice some of these did not disappear. Like this one, I never had an issue with. But this one is a Rico building. Like I set up Rico settings for it. A lot of these weren't. And so the ones that were Rico buildings, like the game understood this is a Rico building, so I'm not going to replace it. But the ones that were just ploppable buildings, the game thought, oh, this is just a normal building. It's in the wrong district. I'm going to replace it. And so that actually happened over here. So I'm looking at this, and I was like, why didn't it happen over here? I think it did happen over here, because I think we had other buildings over here that were plopped down that have since disappeared. But the buildings that haven't disappeared, these, I checked them. These are all Rico buildings as well. See, they have all the Rico settings in them. So I think that's the deal, is that if it's a Rico building, it won't disappear like that, which is why these ones were fine and these ones weren't, because I wasn't using a lot of Rico buildings here. Now there is a setting to make that, to turn that feature off. So if you go into your options, go to your Rico settings, go to growable options, there's a button at the bottom here, building styles, prevent styles from removing existing buildings. So I had this unchecked. If I have this checked, then your buildings will not disappear. So that is an interesting thing to solve the problems that we were having yesterday. Yeah, I remembered there was something like that somewhere, some option like that somewhere, but I didn't remember it was here, and then I found it last night. So yeah, I'm going to leave it unchecked because I already solved the issue and made these all historical, so there is no issue. But if we ever going to do this again, which we probably will, I will go back and turn that on so that that's solved. Why do we have a little... Oh no. Oh no, we're having issues with our service points. 7 out of 7 trucks used, 7 out of 7 trucks used. Okay, so we expanded our pedestrian zone yesterday, and apparently it looks like we've expanded it so much that our service points can't handle it anymore. Okay, that is good to know. Where's our garbage service point? I know we have one somewhere. So we expanded the pedestrian zone was previously this chunk here, and we've expanded it to this over here, which I'm surprised that little expansion was enough. But I guess these are really big buildings, so it must have stressed the capacity. Let's check out our land value here. Boom! Look at the land value of this place. Is that insane or what? That is some good land value. And that's what you want to see in like a downtown area. That looks... Oh my... This is like the best city I've ever done. Look at that. People are loving it. Okay, let's look and see. Service points. Oh, the trash is over here. That's where the trash is. So how's the trash doing? 0 out of 5 trucks. Yeah, the trash never seems to have an issue. It's usually the cargo ones. So you know what? Let's just add another cargo service point. We'll just add it down over here. Okay, so let's start by expanding this little area here. Just down over here. And then let's go find ourselves our service point. And we've been using these small cargo service point. We'll just plop it down right here. Now, the reason I'm not using the large ones is because we had some issues in the past with having too many path units. And this is rumored to create, the large service point is rumored to create path unit problems. So I just used the small ones ever since we had that issue. And I haven't had any problems since then. Actually, let's check our path units. Look at our statistics. Yeah, the best thing about this mod, this More City Statistics mod, is that it shows you game limits. All your game limits in a nice chart. So we just scan through. I know this is too small for you guys to see, but you can scan through the list and see, is there any game limits that I'm running up against? So citizens, I'm at 60% capacity, which is a little higher than I would have expected. Game areas, I'm at 40%. Trees used. Holy cow, I'm at 92% of available trees used. That worries me a little bit. It's really gone up. Why is that? It's not like I built a ton of trees. Maybe I did. I mean, there is a lot of trees in this city, so maybe I did build all those trees, but... Oh, this actually looks like a big change, but it really isn't. Because we started with 90% of the trees available, and we're still at, like... We went from 91.2 to 91.9% of trees. So this really hasn't changed all that much, although it looks like it. Vehicles used, we're only at 9.3% of vehicles used. Look at this. We had a huge decrease. Yeah, I did reset all the vehicles in my city, and so that kind of refreshed everything. So vehicles used is way down, and path units is only at 24%, and this has gone way down as well. So I think we kind of, maybe we were having the issue and we fixed it or something like that. Anyway, so that's good to check every once in a while just to see how you're doing with your game limits. We are doing great. Just really fantastic. Okay, I want to do a couple of things over here before. So we're going to be working over here at the Capitol building today and working on this neighborhood. But before we do that, I do want to do just a few more tweaks here. Specifically, just so I remember, I want to make sure we have a pedestrian pathway over this main road so people have a way to get back and forth. So let us turn this road on. We'll go ahead and grab our picker tool. We're going to select this road. And we're going to turn these into actual working roads through here. Just to there, just get that. And then we're going to grab these bridges. Now, I've used these bridges a lot in this city. We have one right here. I love these are in the vanilla game, by the way. They're just beautiful. They're like there's ivy hanging off of them, and they're these beautiful wooden bridges, pedestrian bridges. I think they're so cool. So I've been using these all over the city, and the cool thing about these is that, you know, if you're a pedestrian, look at how many pedestrians are on here, like a ton. Like if all these pedestrians use this bridge, that means they're not crossing the street, which means they won't stop traffic. So this is a really great way. I mean, it looks good, the people like it, and it actually helps stop traffic issues. So we're just going to grab this. We're going to grab all of these nodes here. And we're just going to copy this. Let me spin it around. And we're going to paste it across this road here. Let me get in here closer. Just make sure I get this as nice as possible. Yeah, so I think something like that, although it's not connecting over here. Why is that? Why is that not connecting? That's interesting. Maybe I have to draw another bit of path. Okay, that connected. For some reason, this is connecting. You can see it, but for some reason, this one was not connecting. But now it's connecting. We drew a little path, and I don't know what the deal was. Anyway, so now people can get over the roadway, and I think that looks pretty cool. A couple of other things I want to check. There are some services that I almost never check on. I always forget to check on them. One of them is mail, and we just built this whole area, and there's no mail service over here. So let me just check. Yeah, see, there's no mail service for any of these guys over here. We have a big post office right over here, but I mean, this is the only one for the entire downtown. Oh, this is actually a really cool post office. I love this guy right here. But that can't handle the whole downtown. So we need more post offices. Maybe one over here and then one over here to kind of help this area. Yeah. And, you know, I'll fill more of this stuff out, just not today, but it's nice we have this open space that we can put the post office in. Spuds is in chat. Hey, Spuds. Welcome to the stream. Duma is in chat. Hey, Duma. What is up? Look at how big my city has gotten. Isn't this crazy? It's so big. We're almost to 60,000 people, which is the sweet spot in City Skylines. So we're almost to a really good size. I think I can get this city to 100,000. What do you think? Am I being crazy? I think I can do it. Okay, we're talking about post offices. So I have a couple of different options here. I think over here. Let's see, where is our... Do we have a sorting facility? Yeah, we do. This is a sorting facility here. Look at all the trucks coming in. Oh, my goodness. That is quite a lot of trucks. Holy cow. Maybe we should have a second sorting facility. No, I mean, this is actually doing fine. What's not doing fine, though, is the number of trucks. I mean, this is just insane, the number of trucks that is coming in and out. So maybe we should have another sorting facility over here just to make it a little bit easier on everything. And right here might not be a bad place for it. Like over here or something. It's like right off the freeway. We could also do it over here. Yeah, maybe we'll do it right off of this road here. Something like that, right off the main road. Actually, you know what? We should have a side road for this. Let's do this again. Hold on. Let's just move it. I'm going to do a little side road. Oh, let's do an industrial road. Industrial style road. Small 4-lane industry road. That's cool. I don't think I've used this before. When did this become part of the game? I don't remember this. Yeah, look at this. I've never seen this before. I've always used, what is the one? Or maybe this is the one I used. No, this is the one I usually use, which is a 2-lane industry road. But this is a 4-lane industry road. What? I've never used this before. And it's part of, it says it's part of the vanilla game. When did this just get added? It must have, because I've never seen this before. How cool is that? What a cool looking road. It has these like little safety rails on the sides. Oh, I love this. All right, so we're going to put the sorting facility right up against the side here. See if anybody uses that. I think that's pretty cool. And then in terms of the mail, let's go ahead and put another big historic post office in here. Probably over here would be good. Something like that. Yeah, and then we got the loading dock right on the side here. I love the way that looks. What a gorgeous looking building. All right, so we got another post office in right here. Let's see what kind of vans we can use. We want to use that van. And that van. Okay. And then look at the adorable little postal trucks going through the city. Oh, I love that. These are more, I guess these are more the older style post vans. I think they use more modern looking vehicles today. Like, I think they use just actual, like, actual vans, you know. But that's cool. So we got postal service over here. Let's also put another post office over here. So maybe just like right down here. We'll just use the vanilla one. Or maybe like in, do we have space in here anywhere? I don't think so. This is pretty filled up. Because this would also be a good spot for one. We have some space here. This would also be a good spot for one. I mean, we just have so many red buildings. Yeah, let's do a couple of things here. We're going to put one here. And then we're going to put another one here. And these are just the vanilla versions. And this is probably more than we need. But I just want to make sure we have coverage for the whole downtown area. These guys are getting to work. Let's make sure we have the right vans. And then this guy is going to need some water. So let's just extend this out a little bit. Boom, there we go. All right, he has water. He is good. Yeah, so hopefully these won't be so red anymore. And as the vans go through, they should start picking up all this mail and stuff. All right, so that is pretty good. The other thing I'm worried about, the other service that I don't check very often is road maintenance. And I have actually no idea how our road maintenance is doing. Where do you check that? Is it in roads? Oh, it is in roads. Okay, so we have one road maintenance facility for the entire city, which is over here. So it looks like these roads are all green. Does he have coverage all the way out here? Oh, oops. Actually, our postal facility is not getting any water. Okay, that should fix that. Okay, where was it over here? Oh, here it is. All right, let's look at this building. Okay, so that's a pretty nice looking facility. Oh, I forgot we had this like really special road maintenance building. That's not the vanilla one, is it? Yeah, 10 out of 10 maintenance trucks in use. Look at our maintenance trucks. That's kind of cool looking. All right, so we definitely need one on this side of town for sure. And maybe we can even put it down here next to the postal facility. Postal sorting facility. Oh, I guess that is the vanilla version. Yeah, we will stick this in here, but I think I will move these down just a little bit. Move it down just slightly. I think I'll also just use move it and decrease the size of this road. So it doesn't need to be so long. All right, so we have road maintenance on this side of the city now, which I think is pretty cool. Look at all the trucks going out, fixing those roads. It says all the roads are green. Didn't this used to have like... It used to... I thought this used to show... Oh, that's coverage. Oh, you can show coverage or condition. Oh my goodness! The condition of the roads is horrible. Oh, they're all red. They're all red. Well, some of them are turning green. You can see this guy's working on this one, and he's turning them green as we speak. Right through here. So let's let this work a little bit. Maybe we can, it'll fix it. But this is really pretty bad. This means all the roads in my city are in horrible condition. Oh my goodness, that's just awful. This is really pretty bad because I have in my TMPE settings that road condition affects traffic. If I go to my options, go to TMPE, go to gameplay. Yeah, here, road condition has a bigger impact on vehicle speed. So that means if I have bad roads, it will create more traffic. And as you can see, I have horrible roads. So this is needlessly creating traffic. Oof. All right, let's put another one in here. Another road facility. Probably like right here would be a good spot for one. And maybe even another one over here. Yeah, maybe we could have one across from the zoo. Or maybe we could put one even back here. In this like zoo area, kind of hidden. Because it looks like what would be kind of a good administration building. It would cause a little extra traffic here, but I don't mind. Yeah, let's do that. I've been always talking about doing more administration buildings in here. So why not throw one in? So we're going to go through like this and plop one in back here. So there's the beginning of our road maintenance area. And then another one, we're going to throw it in right here. This is my trolley depot, tram depot, which is a really noisy building, so you're not going to want anything really near here. But these guys are not going to care about that. So this is a good spot for these guys. And it's really, really well located. All right, so solved my road maintenance issue. V5 says, put the sorting facility near the cargo rail station. The trucks will deliver mail to the train instead of clogging the streets as much. That is a good idea. I put it near the freeway entrance because some mail does come in through the freeway. So that's why I put it here. But this is actually a pretty easy route to the cargo station too, because this is the cargo station area. And so they can just go down the road over to here. We could also do one over here. We might do another one, because we could put one just right here. But that is a good idea, V5. Spud says, trees can push the limits up if you need to. Spud says, I was looking at it delayed. Be back in 5. Just grabbing coffee. Only got to work. Nice. All right, man. Let's see here. Yeah, new area. Let's work on our brand new area. So the first thing we got to do... You know what? Let me work on this complex here, because I was going to do the road layout first, but I want to get this complex working before we do the road layout. All right, so what I envisioned is that, well, this is what I've noticed with a lot of capital areas in a lot of cities, is that you'll have the main Capitol building like this. And then you'll have other like government office buildings all around it. Because the government, it's almost like an industry in and of itself. And so you need all of these like buildings around it where all these government workers work that support this building. And usually you'll have the main building. So this will be like, you'll have a building for the legislature, and then you'll have a building for the governor. But they could be the same building too. And then you'll have a building for the courts. That's usually a separate building. So we'll say that the legislature and the governor is in this one building. And, oh yeah, what I'm also saying that this is, okay, back up. All right, so the backstory of the city is that we are basing this off of Burlington, Vermont. Now, Burlington is not the capital of Vermont, but it's the biggest city in Vermont. And if Burlington, Vermont, and so let me back up some more. This little city that we built here is essentially Burlington, Vermont. This city here is what would happen if Burlington grew into a big city. Okay, so this is entirely fictitious what we're doing here. This was based off of Burlington, Vermont. So this is almost of us saying if Burlington turned into the state capital, so we should call this area like New Burlington. This is like New Burlington became the state capital, and they're building a new state capital government infrastructure kind of thing. So this building, this is actually built based off the Florida state capital, but I just like it so much, so we're using it here. So we're going to say this is the new capital for Vermont. The governor and the legislature will meet in this beautiful building. And then around this building, we'll need all kinds of buildings for the government workers and, you know, the different facility, you know, like their tax building and all that kinds of stuff around here. So what I'd like to do first is build a big old parking lot, just a massive parking lot here, because, you know, you constantly have people wanting to drive into the capital to do business. So let's get our big parking lot roads, and we'll build our big parking lot here. It's a pretty big parking lot. But I feel like it needs to be big. So, yeah, this parking lot, we're going to have buildings all around this. So this parking lot's going to service all the government buildings around here. Okay? That's my plan. I love how these already come with lights in them too, which is really, really convenient. All right, so maybe, so these we can have roads coming off of it. So maybe I should slide this right next to the building. Yeah, it's right next to it like that. I think that's good. And then we'll take this and do a road out to here. And then we'll connect this road up to here. And that'll do something like this. We'll probably have another side road. From here to, oh, shoot. It's not, oh my goodness. Let's extend this a little bit more. So that's connected there, and then we needed to go to this other side. Maybe what I should do, I don't like how this angles like this. So what I think I'm gonna do is take this road, go up like this, because this is gonna go around the whole thing. So this will come over here, and then we can connect these up to the parking lot on this side. So we have lots of access ways into these parks. Oh my goodness, it's grabbing the wrong thing. So that goes to there. This guy goes to here. All right. So we're kind of creating a little area here. Now, let me, before I talk about what's going on here, let's take a visit to the cemetery. So over here, we built a gorgeous cemetery, one of my favorite builds in this city. Look at this. We got all these beautiful gravestones. And then over here, down at the end of the cemetery, well, we have this, like, angel statue. We have this great, like, mausoleum down here at the end. Oh, it's a funeral hall. This whole cemetery pack is made by an asset creator called Bach to Baroque. So he did a really good job with this. And he actually has a lot of cool buildings that I've not used before. And they all look like really realistic buildings that were maybe, they all look like they were maybe built around like the 70s. Like that's kind of the vibe they're giving off to me. And I thought that would be perfect for this area here. Like maybe this is a little bit more modern built than, you know, a lot of the buildings I'm using in here are a little bit older looking. And so this could be like a little bit more recently built over here, like maybe in the 70s. And so I got a lot of his buildings, and we're going to put those in right here. Bach to Baroque, if you want to find who this guy is. But yeah, we have a bunch of buildings. So like here's an example here. So this is a big old building. And so maybe if we want to put like an office building like right there. And this looks like a total like government worker office building. And it's kind of a cool building. Look at this. And what is this on the side? I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know why there's a hole in the side of the building, but it still looks kind of cool to me. Like very modern, but still very 70s. B5 says, in case I lose you, remember, lots of parking for all the government workers, no cul-de-sacs, police to protect the government from the people, helicopter pad to fly over traffic. Spud says, very nice. B5 says, also a military building to keep people from peaceably assembling to petition the government for redress of grievances. No, B5. This is America. We allow protests. Protest is your right here in America. Spud says, oh, cool for you to run an elevated road through the building. Yeah, I don't know what this is for, but we're going to go with it. Maybe we could put like little tables out there or something. Yeah, let's get some more buildings in here. So here we have mid-rise little shop. Oh, you know what? Before I do this, there's a little park. Where is his park? Here it is. Modern Memorial. This is also by the same asset creator, but I thought this would be like perfect down at the end. So I'm just going to set it here and then use move it to move it around. But this would be like a great centerpiece down here for the edge. Does that not recognize the road here? No. Why? Oh. It does if I move it in close enough. I just have to move it in close enough. Okay. Well, that's okay. But look at this. Isn't this cool? It kind of matches with this building almost. So just kind of a cool memorial. I don't know what this is memorializing, but I feel like it's a very government, something you would see at a government complex. Yeah, so I like this little thing here. Maybe we'll just put trees around this, just to make this like a little park area. That could be kind of nice. Yeah, just make it like a little park down at the end there. That is really cool. All right, what other buildings do we got in here? What about this one? Bureaucratic building. Oh, it even says it's a government office. Okay, so this would be like cool, like right here, but we're gonna spin it around. Yeah, look at that. Bureaucratic government workers. This is looking so legit. And then I think a lot of these are somewhat smaller. So you can use something like this. This would be cool because this is... this has some commercial in it. So you would want some little shops like this, like right across the street from the Capitol. Because these guys would need some place to go grab some food to eat, or, you know, just some little stuff in some shops here. So this is perfect. Just what you would see down here. It looks like there's a little store shop in here. Maybe there's like a laundromat or something. So yeah, that is a perfect corner building right there. And actually, is this like a pack of buildings? Oh, we could do it exactly symmetrical because it's like a pack. Oh yeah, look at that. They like all go together, and then it has like a little parking lot around the back. Oh, that looks so cool. I love that. All right. Yeah, you could do like a whole, I could just like line it all the way down along the side there if we wanted to. But I want to get a couple of different kind of buildings in there. What is these ones? Oh, these are really nice as well. You can have this one on this side. This one, ooh, it has like a bank at the base. Oh, that is perfect. So that is a really cool looking building. All right, I'm liking these. And this has another version too. I don't know what the difference is between these. Oh, I think one of them has signs. Yeah, one of them has signs and one of them doesn't have signs. Okay, what about these ones? Okay, here's some more kind of cool buildings. Now this one has like a little restaurant on a deck here. This would be cool because you could like be eating your lunch and you could be watching the parking lot to see who's in town. That's where all the lobbyists sit. V5 says you might also want a big church the government can use to establish a state religion. Spud says there's another link I'll have to leave you later in Discord. That's a cool plaza. V5 says there's an intelligence agency. You need an intelligence agency to help the government abridge the freedom of speech or the press. Spud says you need a bank, a laundromat, and government buildings. You seem legit, LOL. We got more that we haven't used yet. Ooh, this one is cool too. Let's put that there and then just slide it in place. Man, these look so... See, this is what I'm saying. Like, whatever... Ugh, I don't know what inspired this asset creator, but this, like, pretty much all of his assets look like government buildings made from the 70s. I mean, it's just... isn't this, like, the perfect look? Let's see. What ones have I not used? Oh, look at this. This is supposed to be a rehab clinic, but it functions as like a medical center. Look at that. So we have a little medical center over here in the back in case we have any medical emergencies. And it looks like we also have a police department and a fire department. Oh, so we can put these in here. And these are actually pretty nice and small, which is pretty cool. How big is this one? Oh, it's nice and small also. This is great. Because usually these buildings are like so large. So we'll put the police department like right in there. And the fire department maybe... Can we actually fit it in right here? I think we can. Just force it in. Does that look weird? I could move it a little bit. Oh, so it's just on the other side of that fence. Perfect. Yeah, so we got our fire department and our police department. I love these. And again, the same asset creator. Really cool fire department, super small. Really cool police department, super small. Only 6 police cars and only 3 fire engines, but that's okay. I don't need a lot in this area. So we have all the services we need over here. That is great. Now I just need one more building. How big is this one? Oh, this is another perfect building. What does this look like? Oh, that is great. It says Weiterdorfer Post. I don't know about that. But that side looks cool. This side looks interesting. I think I'd rather have this side. Oh, I like this. Ooh, look at this. So it's actually glass, and you can see inside. You can see the offices inside. That is really cool. Really, really cool. Also, I have this one. Oh, this one is gorgeous, too. Okay, maybe I can use both of these. Because that one's really cool. Okay, let's grab this one and move it in right here. Let's grab this one, and we'll have to spin this around. See if I can fit it in. Oh, it just barely fits. Yeah, I think that works for me. I like the glass wall there. That is really cool. I like the front of this. What is this? This is Plastimold? Maybe that's a lobbyist group. Plastimold. And then this side we'll just leave like this. Okay, so this was my idea, that we would have all these like government office buildings all around here. We'll have this big building here. And let's get some water and stuff for these guys. I think right here, I do want to connect it into this road. So maybe we will connect these like this. Let's use the bigger road here. No, that's weird. Maybe we can add a node. Let's do it this way. We'll add a node and try to curve it. Try to do a little curved segment here. Go straight out like this, just to there, and then just like that. All right, it's a little curvy road going into this area. All right, water. Let's see what we have for in terms of water. Okay, so we want this grid to keep going. So we might have to redo some of this grid. Let's cut it all the way back to there. And then build it out like this. So we want this to come 420. That's connected to there. This connects up. Yeah, the way I do this grid is I calculate the construction cost at exactly 420, and I've determined that gives me this exact grid distance. So that it's this nice, cool, even grid. All right, let's let this run, make sure all the pipes are connected up. It looks like they are. Perfect. And then, do we have power? Looks like we have power to all these places, which is great. It's always good to see. All right, now we just need to put the parking spaces in here for this to be functional. Spud says, very 1970s. V5 says, only 6 police cars. How will the cops prevent people from keeping or bearing arms? Spud says, handing out long sleeve shirts? Question mark. All right, let me change the sun so it's not so shadowy. And then let's get some parking in here. Now, of course, as a government building, we're going to need lots of handicap spaces. Let's start. Oh, this is weird that there would be spaces up here and spaces down here. That we might have to change that. Maybe we'll make those handicapped and maybe these electric vehicles. Yeah, we'll do that because there's a little bit of space here. I can move these down. Okay, so that fits perfectly. Wow, I rarely have a parking lot that fits this perfectly, but these really do. All right, that's great. So we got our parking spaces in. We have our handicapped. We have our electric vehicle parking spaces. We are good to go. All right, let me just check and see what kind of buildings these are. This is office, 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 office. No, this was commercial, right? No, commercial, office, commercial, residential, office, office, commercial. Okay, so it's kind of a mix between commercial and office. This has 300 workers. Holy cow. We have this weird residential one, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's a good mix. Office and commercial, I think that makes a lot of sense. So we will kind of leave it like that. I would like some maybe taller residential buildings, like maybe back along here, for people who want to live nearby this complex. And then I think we'll probably leave this as kind of a park area. Like all around here around the fountain. We'll kind of make it like a little park area. But let's find some high density residential we could put in here that would look good. Oh, we haven't used these. That's interesting. That might be an interesting alternative here. This looks a little bit older than I would have thought. Yeah, I kind of want just like condos like this, like mid-rise condos. These are kind of cool. Yeah, I like these. These also have like cool corner sections. I just want to be sure I don't upstage the Capitol building. You know, I don't want to put something too fancy. What about this one? Gosh, some of these buildings are really cool looking. I like this one. This is the Navy Yard building. Oh, that looks so gorgeous. We used this over here by the mall area. So, but maybe the same developer built one over here. Looking really kind of cool. And then let's use those condos I was looking at earlier. The cool thing about these is they have like a corner piece. So like that is the corner piece right there. So you have this kind of cool street level view. And they snap together really well. Yeah, here's the other corner piece right there. And then we can put maybe like a section like this in here. Maybe two of those right next to each other. Yeah, something like that. So we just have some nice residential in here, and then we could put another parking lot back behind here, which would be kind of cool. So they have their own parking for all these residential buildings. We'll use the tiny parking lot. How does that work? It works pretty good. I like that. All right, so the big parking lot, little parking lot, and we can connect this up with like nice little pathways and stuff throughout here. Even the back of these look pretty nice, pretty nicely laid out. It looks like there's like a garage. Is this like a garage entrance in the back? It's kind of nice. All right, so we got a little bit of residential in here to support these commercial and office buildings. But yeah, we're going to continue to grow this area, but this is, I really wanted to get this like the heart of this area done, which is this right here. So this is looking really good, and then we'll kind of build the neighborhood around this. Let's throw in our trees. Our nice trees along here. Just like that. What a great capital. What just, oh my goodness, I just love this. All right, I think that's a good place to end it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'll be back again Sunday night, tomorrow night, for some more fun. We'll continue to build this out. Let me just catch up on some of your chats. V5 says there are so many arm coverings you can fit into police cars. Spud says you can always bob them away. V5 says no military building, but maybe the government can pass a law forcing people to quarter troops in their own homes. Getting really choppy with his internet. He's going to check back later. All right, man. Spud says, nice stream. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to Spuds. Thanks to V5. Thanks to everybody who stops by and watches my stream. Everybody remember, no matter what is going on in your life, to always do something fun every single day. Until next time, this is Zach signing off.